Good evening. How is everyone tonight? I'm feeling a little festive. My headband may not last long because it's already pinching my head. And I think it might give me a headache, but tonight we are continuing reading Someone Exactly Like Me. It is a slow burn, friends to lovers, Mediterranean hero, celebrity hero, romance author heroine. I said slow burn, friends to lovers, soulmates, just a fun romantic book. My tagline is bringing romance back to romance because I feel like there's a little bit of romance missing from romance books these days. So that is my goal. So we are more than halfway through. We are now in Italy with Nicola Mancini and Destiny Cardone. Nicolo is the celebrity actor. He is an Italian actor, has skyrocketed to fame following his very saucy role in a very saucy film. And he meets Destiny Cardone at a time in her life where, although she's a successful best-selling author, best-selling romance author, she's in a bit of a slump. And they meet and they strike a deal to help one another. And so we follow them on their journey of playing out the terms of the deal. And there's lots of ups and downs. And there's some love. There's some love involved. And I will be going PG-13 tonight, as usual, because there are some scenes that we cannot talk about on these mediums because we will get banned, and I don't want to get banned. So I will replace words when I can replace them. They don't always make sense. I will have to skip scenes that are a little bit too steamy. So, and also I should let you all know that today is the 1-year anniversary of Untouchable Zane. And it is currently on sale for 99 cents, 99 pence. For today and tomorrow, so the 22nd and 23rd, the ebook is on sale. So if you'd like to grab that, it is also a slow burn romance. It is also a celebrity romance. It is friends to lovers. This one is a reverse age gap. So if you like reverse age gap, this might tickle your fancy. It is also soulmates. Fun book, and I think you will enjoy it. So, and both of these are available on Amazon in ebook and paperback, and both are enrolled in Kindle Unlimited. If you'd like to purchase them and purchase a signed copy from me, you can do that on my website. It's very easy, debbiecromack.com. You will always get a bookmark from me and other fun little goodies. So don't worry about being late again. That's all right. Oh yeah, you know how the Facebook does those memories? So that was from 2000 and which one was it from? 2019, 2017? I forget when it was from, but that was fun. All right, so let's get about our reading. The headband may stay on, it may come off depending on how, if it starts to give me a headache. So let's get started. Whose POV are we in? Let's figure that out. We are in Destiny's point of view. Giovanna walks in to join them while Angelina and I finish drying the last few dishes. His mama pulls out a large tray of tiramisu, homemade, no doubt, sets it on the counter and goes to the living room. How long do you have here to visit? Angelina asks in somewhat broken English. Not long. I leave next Saturday, and after we stay at Ponza Island with you. I wipe the plate in my hand and place it on the counter. Thank you so much for letting us stay. It is too bad you can't stay longer. See, of course. She smiles warmly. We're happy for you to come stay. A boom of laughter explodes from Giovanna, drawing our attention. She's clinging to Nico's arm, stroking her long hair, marking her territory again. I've never been great at keeping my emotions from painting themselves all over my face. Psh, and Angelina rolls her eyes and makes a hand gesture that doesn't look at all complimentary. Do not concern yourself with her. Even I know Nico would never go so low. Oh, it's fine. I shake my head. Nico and I are just friends. He's helping me with some research for my book. She turns her head to the side, lifting only one side of her mouth. Friends? Is that why his eyes sparkle? Sparkle, it's not even the word that's here. Is that why his eyes twinkle when he looks at you? The other side of her mouth rises. They do? I have no answer. All I can do is shrug and shake my head. Once the dishes are done, she and I go to the living room. Does anyone want wine with dessert? Nico asks. Me, Angelina, and Giovanna all say yes. He and Marco go to the kitchen to get the wine. The three ladies chatter in Italian while I sit quietly watching Franco entertain himself. Feeling a little out of place, I go to help Nico and Marco bring the wine glasses in. As I approach the kitchen, I hear Marco. It's been 4 years since Anna, Nico. It's time to let it go, he half shouts, slamming his hand on the counter. I know how freaking long it's been. Nico spits, rage steaming out of him, the vein in his neck swelling. Before I can sneak backwards out of the doorway, Nico sees me. He says something in Italian to Marco, and they drop whatever it was that had them both heated. I'm sorry. I just came to see if you needed help bringing out the glasses. No, it's okay. I'm sorry you heard that, Nico says, forcing a smile. It's my fault, Destiny. I apologize, Marco says, handing me 2 glasses of wine. Once we finish dessert, Marco and his family leave, and Giovanna heads out as well. Nico's mama turns on the ancient-looking TV and nestles into a worn chair that's partially covered with a dark red knitted blanket. Come, he says, taking my hand in his. He walks us down the dimly lit hallway, passing an open door on the right to a bedroom. That was Nico's room. Walking a little farther down the hall, we enter a small room on the left, where I feel like I've been transported back in time. And this is my room. He guides me in and releases my hand. Walking slowly around the room, I take it in. He sits on the edge of the single bed. You upgraded, I smile. He looks huge sitting on the small bed. He chuckles. I did. Everything is perfectly tidy and looks like his mama hasn't changed a thing since he left home. Next to the bed is an old wood dresser topped with 9 trophies and a picture that looks like it's him and Marco as young boys. You played soccer? Yes, football. I'm a very good player. I see that. Of course, I don't play anymore. There aren't any decorations on the walls, even through the house, the decor is minimal and humble. Is there anything else you would like to see? I will show you. I walk over to him on the bed and look down into his handsome face. Being here in his childhood bedroom, I can see the little boy behind his eyes. No, I pause. Thank you for showing this to me. He stands and I tilt my head up, keeping his gaze as he rises above me. It's my pleasure. We stand silent, eyes fixed on each other in the quiet of the room. Nico, who's Anna? I ask, keeping my voice hushed. No one. She's no one. He purses his lips as he glances down. Didn't sound like she's no one, but it's okay if you don't want to talk about it. No, I don't. The anger from earlier is gone, replaced with something more like sorrow. He exhales through his nose. Are you ready to go? Yes. Taking my hand in his again, he leads me back down the hall to the living room and must tell his mama we're leaving because she gets out of her chair. He releases my hand and lowers toward her. When she reaches up and clutches his face in her hand, she speaks softly and tears come to her eyes as she smiles. After their cheek kisses, she wraps her arms around his waist, burying her cheek into his chest. He cages her in his arms, resting a hand on her silver curls. My heart tugs watching this virile shooting to fame, seemingly ex-god, so tender in the embrace of his mama. Unwrapping from him, she turns to me. Grazie, Antoinetta. As I go in for the cheek kiss, she speaks. Oh dear, okay, it's Italian, hold on. Per favor, chiamami mama, she says, then cups my face in her soft, weathered hands. Clueless, I nod my head and smile, trying to be polite. Nico chuckles. She likes you. She wants you to call her mama. Oh, that's unexpected. Buona notte, mama, he says as he takes my hand and leads us to the door. Buona notte, she says, blowing us a kiss and waving. Buona notte, mama, I wave back. It's close to 8 o'clock by the time we get back to his house. We decide to do more writing, me on my book, him on his song. I change into leggings and my sweatshirt, then grab my laptop and go back out to the living room, sitting in the corner of the sectional I sat in last night. He comes over with his notepad, pen, and guitar. As I type, he strums and jots things down on a notepad. Watching him create gives me inspiration. He catches my gaze on him. I'm sorry, does my music interfere with your writing? No, not at all. I like it. It's pretty, whatever you're writing. Thank you. You're really good with kids. I enjoyed watching you with Franco tonight. He jolts back. His eyes fly open, his jaw lowers. Then his eyes move rapidly from left to right. Given his reaction and the expression on his face, I fear I've said something either alarming or upsetting, but I can't imagine what. He leans his guitar against the sofa and stands up, pacing and rubbing his neck. What the heck did I say? You think I'm good with kids? Yes, you are good with kids. He paces a little more, rubbing his hand across his forehead. Excuse me, he says, then grabs his pack of cigarettes off the coffee table and walks out to the patio. Have I somehow insulted him? What's going on? I grab a bottle of water from the kitchen, then tuck back into my spot, legs under me, and continue writing. When he comes back in, he still looks flustered. I set my laptop aside and stand up, approaching him. Nico, I'm sorry for whatever I said. No, he cuts me off, shaking his head and waving his hand. Please, don't apologize. He pauses, rubbing his finger across his mustache. Please, sit. He goes to the sofa and sits, folding his knee up onto the cushion. I follow him, mimicking his body position so we're facing each other. Tonight you asked who Anna is, and I said she's no one. He pauses. That's not true. He looks down into his clasped hands, rubbing his thumbnail with his other thumb. Looking back up at me, he continues. Anna and I were together for a while, and we didn't end on good terms. His Adam's apple moves up and down. Watching him struggle twists my heart. Standing up, he walks over to a tall, dark walnut bookshelf and opens a wooden box. He takes out a piece of paper and returns to the sofa. One day, out of nowhere, she left. No goodbye, no explanation, nothing. This letter was in my mailbox. Slowly, he reaches out his hand with the letter in it and gives it to me. The tattered paper looks like it's been crumpled and uncrumpled dozens of times. Gently, I unfold it and read. Nico, I'm pregnant with your child. I don't want anything from you. Your work and income are unsteady, and your dream of becoming a big star is a fantasy that will never happen. Your life is going nowhere. You aren't capable of being a good father or a good husband. I release you from any responsibility. Don't try to find me. You won't be able to. Anna. Despair and heartache shatter me. When I look up at him, the pain in his eyes steals the breath from my lungs. I tried to find her. For a year, I tried to find her, but I couldn't. As he inhales deeply, his shoulders rise. His exhale is controlled, like he's trying not to burst. Somewhere, I have a child I don't know, a child I can't hold or kiss or play with, and it freaking kills me. He swallows, looking down into his hands, rubbing his palms with his opposite thumb. I reach out, placing my hand on top of his, and lean toward him. Nico, I'm so sorry. I squeeze. I'm sorry this happened to you. I pause. As the child's father, you have rights. And this letter, I hold it up. She's wrong. I shake my head. She's so wrong. I lean in further, locking my gaze on his. You're going to be a wonderful dad someday. And the woman who captures your heart, she's going to be so lucky you found her. He stares blankly at me. Silence echoes through the room. Why do you have this letter? Why do you keep it? I ask softly. His swallow takes effort. I keep it to remind me of the pain, to remind me of the truth. He breaks our gaze, looking down on our hands. I keep it to remind me to close my heart so I can't be a disappointment to anyone else, and I can't get my heart broken again. Clarity smashes me in the face. My chest caves, goosebumps cover my skin, and pain lacerates my heart. Tilting my head, I search his eyes. Nico, this is not your truth. I hold the letter toward him, shaking my hand. This is not your truth. When I squeeze his hands, he pulls his lips in tightly. His eyebrows pinch together and a mist coats his eyes. He heaves an exhale and swallows, releasing a stilted exhale. How can you know? I know, I say, my voice just above a whisper. His jaw clenches as his eyes shift, searching mine. Rising from the sofa, he takes the letter from my hand and returns it to the wooden box. Think I won't write tonight. I'll go to bed. He grabs his guitar. Tomorrow, you'll not want to wear a dress since we'll be on my motorcycle. Jeans will be good. Okay. His tall body hunches, looking physically exhausted. I close my laptop and get up from the sofa, then walk across the cool tiles of my room. He walks behind me, our steps slow, heavy. We reach my room, and as I turn around to face him, he's close. I step back and I'm against the wall. He leans an arm above me, smelling of stale smoke, and strokes my cheek with his thumb. Buonanotte, mia dolce ragazza. The phrase holds a depth in the fragility of his voice. Thank you. Moving his arm, he holds my face in his hands, then kisses my forehead. Buonanotte. Closing the door, I walk over to my bed, sit down, and lie back, taking in a deep breath. So much makes sense now. All I want to do is hold him in my arms and ease his pain. All right, we're going to stop there for now. Uh-oh, I lost my people over on TikTok. I hope you're enjoying it. Please let me know in the comments. Again, I would love for you to like, share, subscribe to my channel. That would be fantastic. And I will see you tomorrow night. Take care.